Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First I want to tell you guys my, not tripod, but my like ring light stand that also has a little holder on it for my phone. I think I need to get a new one. There's like 3 sections to it that you can like lengthen or shorten or whatever. And I think one of them has lost its like spring adapter because I just think that. So it's really like wobbly. I have like a pillow to stabilize the base of it. So if it's swaying or something weird happens, there's that. But I'm going to be working on getting a new one. I came to do a wax empties video today. I know I don't do them consistently like I should, but my little bin is full. I don't have like notes written down. So sorry if that bugs you. I just have the notes that are on the packages themselves. I'm wearing my You David shirt. I'm a huge Schitt's Creek fan. It's my favorite overall show of all time. So I love this shirt. And then just for questions, because everyone will ask, or always does ask, on my lips, I am wearing a lip liner, Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pillow Talk 2 medium lip liner. And then the lipstick over it is a Maybelline Cream lipstick in 211 Rosy Risk. This one's a little bit lighter and more cool toned than I like. And then the lip liner is a little bit darker and a little more warm toned than I like. So together they make this lip color that I like. So, and then on my eyes, I don't usually wear warm toned eyeshadow palettes. I like more neutral toned eyeshadow colors, but I really, for some reason, really have loved this. It's the Naked Petite Heat palette. I've had it for a few years. I pulled it out today because I hadn't worn it in a long time. The full Naked Heat, Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, I don't like that much. I like this one. It's mostly mattes, except for this lightest color is kind of like a soft satin with a touch of shimmer to it. Anyways, I'm wearing every single color in here today just to like help blend. So yeah. And then my blush I didn't bring out, but it is Milani Luminoso, a very like warm peachy blush. And then my bronzer is almost always Too Faced chocolate, not milk chocolate, not the dark chocolate, just the like original OG one. Which in the camera today looks like I have a ton of that on. And then if you see purple in my hair, I toned my blonde again today. And my highlighter, I cannot remember. It's the Revlon like prismatic something. It kind of has like a quilted top layer to it. Anyway, one of those. Because someone always asks. And even when I say it, people still ask. So there you go. Okay. I know I haven't done a video in a long time. I will be doing one. I think if I get my little haul tomorrow, Kay's did a little like spring clamshell sampler and they all were amazing. I think they were all customer creations. I believe there might be 1 or 2 that are house blends, but I believe they're all customer creations and they're just unique to the wax world. In my opinion, they are like floral blends and beachy blends and just really stuff that not most vendors do. And so I think it's really cool. I do have one of my customs in there, just so you know. I thought it was really cool. They chose which customs and what creations to put in there. So I thought it was cool that one of them was mine that ended up being in there. And it's one that I haven't spoken about yet. When I get that sampler, I will also show you guys 3 of my customs that I made with her Kai, I believe that's how you say it, Kai oil. It's a perfume dupe oil. And that one of those blends is what made the cut on that sampler. So I'll be talking to you guys about those. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, but we'll see what ends up happening. So that's that. And then let's get to the empties here. So my first empty was a large scoopable from L3. This is Blue Sugar Zucchini Bread Warm Vanilla Sugar. You guys know I've spoken about this one before. I love it so much. I think this is my 3rd now large scoop of this that I've finished and gone through. And then initially when I got it, I actually got a loaf of this scent. And that first loaf took me a while to get through because when I first got it, I was like, this is kind of weird. And then I wouldn't really like want to melt it. And then I started really loving it. And so I got tons of backups. I think I have 1 or 2 more large scoops of this. So I'm getting to the point where I need to start looking out to buy another one. She does restock it often. I have noticed. And so I hope she continues to do that because this is a staple, especially in my bedroom. Because it kind of covers everything. It's like warm and cozy, slightly woodsy from that blue sugar, slightly like there's a background bakery note. The zucchini bread adds this savoriness to it. And then the warm vanilla sugar adds a touch of sweetness to it. It's just this really well-rounded, really nice, cozy bedroom scent that always throws super well. So love that. Once again, if you hear in the background, we live close to an Air Force base. So you hear jets flying around all the time. Sorry about that. Next up, this was a large, what kind of scrub was this? Coconut oil sugar scrub from the Bathing Garden. I've spoken to you guys before about the fact that coconut oil based body products do not work well with my skin type. I have an extremely oily skin type, and coconut oil is very occlusive, and usually even on my body that is not as oily as my face, it will often make me break out because of how it like occludes pores and things like that. So I did end up only using this on like elbows and knees down. So like my, feet, calves, things like that. And it was great for those because it has that more occlusive oil in it. But I had to get this one because of the scent. The scent is pink sugar pie crust. And all that's listed on here is the ingredients, and most labels from vendors while they're in the bathroom, like bleed and kind of go bad. So that happened to this one. You can still smell it on here. I also have wax melts in this scent. I love this from the Bathing Garden. I first fell in love with this when I got a sample of her pink sugar pie crust. It's better. I think her pink sugar oil is better than any other vendor's pink sugar oil. I'm going to say it. It's a very kind of sweeping comment, but it's true. Her pink sugar oil smells exactly like the perfume. And then her pie crust that she adds in here is kind of like creamy, but not super sweet. So you still get that woodsiness, that almost like a little bit like charred touch of like caramel woods in there. Really good. Thoroughly enjoyed this. This is not my favorite formula of her scrub. I can't remember which one it is. It's the one that is like one of the first ingredients is like the safflower and sunflower oils. That one does better on my skin, but the scent is amazing. This is her larger scrub. She also does smaller ones. So anyways, love that. Would get the same scent again, but especially if it was in a different formula. Next up is a clam from Kay's in Endless Weekend. This is the Bath & Body Works dupe. Love this one. Smells just like it. I mostly melted this in my bathroom and in Brianna's room. It's just a really fun, girly, fruity, like fruity floral blend. And it smells just like it. Kay's always performs super well for me. This was no exception. We'll definitely get it again. We'll definitely put it in customs, get it solo, etc. Cactus and Sea Salt from Kay's. From all vendors, smells the same to me. Usually performs very well. This performed very well. This is an oil that I love. My nose never seems to get tired of this one. I will buy more of it. I will put it in customs. It's amazing. To me, it's one of the most aquatic. Yeah, oh, it's so good. It's almost like this like slightly fruity, like tiniest bit fruity, aquatic, fresh air scent, but it's really like smooth. And I think if someone is like a bakery lover or like a sweet scent lover, but wants to try something in the fresh category that isn't going to cause a headache or, bug your allergies or things like that. I mean, everyone's allergic to different things, but I think this is a good place to kind of start because it's fresh. It performs well, but it's smooth and calm at the same time. So Cactus and Sea Salt, awesome. One that Kay's, Carla, always offers, and it's just really, really good. Next up, this was, I always forget what they're called, Trig Tart. I'm starting to really like this shape from L3. Trig Tart in Palo Santo. I'm going through these babies like crazy because while I love her blends with Palo Santo, I mean, she has great Palo Santo, Jennifer from L3. But by itself, it's amazing. I love melting this in my room as I go to sleep. I also like adding a little bit of this to her blends that already have Palo Santo to make that note stronger. I also just like to add it to bakery scents, etc. She has that really like dry, woodsy Palo Santo that I really, really like. I have one more trig tart of this. I do think I'll be in the future asking for a whole loaf of just straight up Palo Santo. I know she had it a few restocks ago, but it's gone now. I just have really been loving doing that. So another clamshell from Kay's, an Emerald Agave. I've spoken about this one before. I have put this in customs before and melted it solo. This is an oil that I have not smelled from any other vendor. It's this very, it's definitely complex and good enough to melt on its own. It has a lot of notes in it if you go to her website and read about it. I think it has like apple and coconut and woods and like all this stuff. But it ends up coming off as this like almost green, fruity, floral. It ends up being fresh. Yeah, really strong. This is like really, really strong. But it's fruity, floral also, but it's clean. It's a very complex scent. It's really, really good. I do suggest everyone just getting one clam of it and giving it a try because it's unique. It's so good. I made a custom of it where I added mango sorbet and crap, I can't remember the third oil now. It was called Vacation from a Vacation, but I put something else in it and it was amazing because there's a slight like mango-y note in here, but adding that mango sorbet made it more fruity, obviously. I'm not doing a good job of explaining this one today, but it's really good. It's like fresh, clean. It's kind of invigorating, like fresh morning air. There's like a dryness to the base of it that kind of reminds me of the desert a little bit. So it's called Emerald Agave. It really reminds me of like a fresh, clean, cool desert morning. I grew up in Tucson once again, so it kind of reminds me of that. So anyways, love that one. We'll continue to purchase it. This is, I melted this morning. It's actually melting in my basement right now. The Pharmacist's Daughter Summer Punch, lemon lime soda, pineapple, orange sherbet, vanilla ice cream, and saltwater taffy. This was a bundt cake. I wrote on my Instagram, this smells like you take like the creamiest pineapple, like sherbet ice cream and plop it into like a glass full of Sprite. But there's also like an extra touch of like that saltwater taffy kind of overall fruity, sweet candiness to it too. But it's really pineapple-y. It's just the tiniest bit fizzy, not super fizzy, and Sprite kind of a vibe. So it's really just like fun and peppy and invigorating once again, and just really delicious. It's throwing super strong downstairs. It's like wafting up my stairs into my family room. So I have a second bundt of that, and it's really, really good. Love it. Oh, one of my babies, chunk bag from Teddy B's, is gone. This is crushed candy canes layered with Christmas trees and cream. Christmas trees and cream is fresh pine boughs, vanilla sugar waffle cone, and rich vanilla buttercream layered with crushed candy canes. Her crushed candy canes oil is the Bath & Body Works crushed candy cane like candle dupe. No other vendor has it that I've smelled so far. Even if their scent is called crushed candy cane or candy canes, it's that sweetened peppermint stick kind of oil, which is good still. I still like it and appreciate it, but it is not this oil. And this is the oil, in my opinion. This is the second, this last holiday season, I think was the first time she put this out. This is the second chunk bag I've been through of this already. And it's only March. I ordered a loaf of this in her last pre-order. She hasn't shipped it yet. I also ordered a loaf of just plain crushed candy canes. I know that it's spring. I do not care. Crushed candy cane is my very favorite Bath & Body Works candle of all time, and I'm a huge mint lover. So this throws well. It's beautiful. Like, she has that really crisp, clean pine, and then there's that sweetness from the waffle cone and buttercream, but the candy cane really cuts that. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. I will continue to repurchase it. Well, this is Vintage Chic Scents Sabrina Spellman. The notes here are Palo Santo, vanilla lace, and cashmere fig. This was one of those like thick heart shapes. My friend, she does YouTube and she does Instagram, Maldonado, Christina Maldonado. She's super, super sweet. I actually have all the pictures of the little random act of kindness she sent me. I messaged her and asked her if it was okay if I could share it. She hasn't messaged me back about that yet, so I just want to be respectful, but she did send me this and some other things. So I had posted about how much I love this scent from Vintage Chic. I have been in love with it since she created it, I think. But she doesn't pour it very often. I have requested it on every request list so far this year, and she hasn't poured it yet, and that is fine. Kirby has a vast scent list, so I understand. And also, like, it's not really the season for it, so I know if she puts it out, probably not a lot of people, like, it's not gonna be a big seller for her right now. And she, like, has to keep sales in mind, and I totally understand that. But I love, love, love this scent. It throws really well in my house. I definitely get the Palo Santo, just a touch of vanilla lace, but the cashmere fig is what really stands out here. I would suggest if you've never smelled a cashmere fig or fig scent before and you want to buy some of this, do not buy a large amount of it. Try something small. This is a very unique scent. I find that in America, we don't encounter fig very often or fig scents very often. And so I think people from Europe in general are more familiar with it. It's very unique. It's very dry. It's not fruity in a way that you would imagine. It's more perfumey. So I just suggest don't go out because Danny said like it's amazing. Get a small amount and try it before you kind of go all out because you might not be a fan. I am. It's so unique. It's like mysterious, perfumey, smoky, dry. It's amazing in my mind. I will continue to repurchase this whenever she offers it. I'm so thankful to my friend that sent this to me. I love it. But once again, it's very unique, very different. So there's my little blurb on that. This was a little chunk, cut up chunk, I think, from my friend Candy from Instagram. She sent it to me. This is from Vintage Chic, and this is Grandpa Joe's Pajamas. This is French lavender, honey, and warm linen. I love this one. This is a great thrower for me also. Vintage Chic is very hit and miss on throw for me. This is a really strong like. Like, this isn't one that I'm like, oh my gosh, please pour this, pour this, pour this. I need this, like Sabrina Spellman. But if I saw this poured, I would get like a souffle of it, basically. It definitely is like a really nice linen scent. The French lavender, at least in this blend, I wouldn't say like I smell it and I go, there's lavender in there. It's just kind of like this, I mean, Grandpa Joe's Pajamas is a good name for this. It definitely smells like a very cozy, warm, fresh, cleaned pajamas kind of scent. I also don't get straight up honey. I think that French lavender and honey is one oil. I think it's that, there's like a lavender honey oil. I can't remember what it's called. It's not the gelato one, but, and then I think she blends it with the warm linen. So it's a nice laundry blend that is not screechy or sharp or anything like that. It's a very cozy laundry blend that is really, really nice that I would definitely pick up again. So this is the Pharmacist's Daughter, Hallie or Halle. I'm sorry, I think it's, or is it Haley? It's H-A-L-E-I-G-H. This was one of her charity blends that they did with Kim Hart's Organizing. If I don't want to explain the whole situation because I will leave out details because my brain is not super sharp, as many people like to point out, on remembering little details. But she did, Kim did help come out. Well, Kim is also the name of one of the owners of the Pharmacist's Daughter. But Kim from Kim Hart's Organizing helped come up with this blend for her daughter that has passed. So I'll let you, if you want to go look at her page, she has a post about that. So you can go read about it. But the notes here are lavender, fresh linen, sun-dried cotton, and marshmallow. This was a souffle. I got 2 souffles of this from like 2 pre-orders ago. It's so, so good. Oh my gosh, I'm just smelling it right now and I just am like, oh, I need more of this. This is just perfection. Like the lavender plays this beautiful role, the sun-dried cotton. Like this smells like super fresh laundry that has been hung outside where the sun has dried it, and like you washed your clothes with lavender detergent, but then the sun has brought this like sun-baked laundry scent to it. It's just sunny and bright and just like detergent-y amazing. A laundry lover, like laundry lover's dream. Goodness, it's beautiful. I don't get much marshmallow. I'm sure that's taking the edge off the sharpness. Laundry lovers unite. Try this. And like 10 out of 10 at least throw on this one. So good. The next one up here is a chunk muffin from Rose Girls and Kissing in the Rain. The notes here are fresh air, rain, and floral. This specific one was given to me by a friend. Everyone knows that I love Kissing in the Rain. And so a lot of people have sent it to me when they've purchased it and either not super enjoyed it themselves or just known that I've loved it and they sent it to me. And I am so thankful for that. This is a very floral spring, like dewy spring rain kind of blend. So if you don't like florals, do not get this one. I don't think it's a straight up rain scent. There is rain in it, but it truly smells like a cool spring morning where it's drizzling cool rain onto fresh flower petals. It really smells like that. This always throws so strongly. It just really puts me in this really atmospheric ambiance of the coolest, freshest spring rain. It's beautiful. I will continue to order it. I can't even tell you how much of this I've melted. It's amazing. This big in here was a blossom bag from Vintage Chic Scents. Sorry, that jet's probably really loud. This was in Martha and Snoop. I know this scent has quite the hype, as it should. Martha and Snoop is zucchini bread, vanilla butter fudge, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and brown sugar. I got this in, well, it was poured in November 2021. It's gone. How many ounces are her Blossom bars? I can't even remember. Are they 24 ounces or something like that? They're definitely bigger than a loaf. I felt like every time I melted this, I was like, I don't have enough backup. What am I going to do? This is a scent of hers that just, when you don't know what to melt, or you just need comfort, or you want something sweet that isn't overwhelmingly sweet, but you want something bakery, but I don't know. This is just a standout Kirby bakery blend. And we all know what that means. Magic, right? Like, this is what Kirby does. I have a loaf of this as backup, but after knowing how fast I melted through this Blossom bar, I don't even want to chop that loaf because then I'll melt it. And what will I do? It's like that for me. It's amazing. And I'm sure you do watch other YouTubers, obviously, and look at other Instagrammers' posts. A lot of people feel the same. I foresee Kirby making a lot of blends from this, like in addition with this, because it's a love. And it does throw well for me. So next up is the Pharmacist's Daughter Bow and Arrows. This was from, I believe, a Valentine's release. Bow and Arrows is white birch and vanilla, blue sugar, and warm vanilla sugar. This definitely is a masculine scent. She poured this in one of those thick heart shapes, and I mostly melted it here in my bedroom and loved every bit of it. You really got that white birch. It was kind of like a tree scent with that blue sugar. The warm vanilla sugar wasn't super apparent, but I think it brought a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of roundedness to it. I purchased another one of these hearts myself because I really, really liked it that much. And I really like these kinds of scents, like these kind of softened, cozy, masculine scents in my bedroom. So this one's perfect for that. So obviously I'll repurchase it again because I already have. This was a customs bag from Kay's, one of my customs. It was a cuts bag is what she calls it, an 8-ounce cuts bag. I named it Fresh Start, and this is clover and aloe, lavender linen, and Irish spring. This was one of my attempts to copy another vendor for something for myself. And because I love it so much, but it's a vendor that you can't get a hold of stuff very easily. And I was very open about that. When I spoke about this when I got it, I was very open about the fact that this was me being appreciative of this vendor, which is Teddy Bees and the scent Soothe. It's probably my #1 vendor scent of all time. Yes, I have posted that before, said that before, and that is still true. Really close behind that, though, is something I've melted recently of hers, and I think it's in here. We'll see. This was my second or third attempt of trying to make dupe of Soothe from Teddy Bees from K's. And this came the closest. I will say there was an oil in Soothe that I don't think Carla has right now. And I think that's why. But this is the closest I got. And this was fabulous. It threw well. It was beautiful. I will get it again. Super amazing. Carla has this amazing clover and aloe oil. Like, it's so strong, but yet it's like a quiet, very present scent. So when you put it in a blend, you think it's not going to hold its own. It definitely does. And so does Lavender Linen. The Irish Spring is actually what kind of hid in here, but still played a role. It's very interesting when you start blending oils, what you think will stand out, but what doesn't. Anyway, fresh start. Definitely one I'll get again. It's beautiful. This was a large clamshell from the Bathing Garden in Take Me to the Sea. I don't remember the notes in this one. She doesn't put them on the label, but it's definitely a salty sea air heavy scent. In blends, I usually don't smell salty sea air that much. This one's a little bit different. This is a very aquatic salty sea air blend. It throws quite well. I really love this one. Obviously, I can't show you the beautiful art that she usually has because it's gone. My kids claimed, there was lots of little mini seashells on it. My kids claimed them all. They're all in their rooms somewhere. But I will continue to get this scent. I really like it. You know, the Bathing Garden has more recently thrown better for me in certain areas of my house. And so I've been purchasing a little bit more. And so I was really happy to have this. And once again, like I said, I will repurchase it again. This was a Matrix Melt from L3. I got this around Christmas time. This was Eskimo Kisses, Pink Sugar, Vanilla Smoothie, Candy Canes. Really good. I really got the Pink Sugar the strongest. Then what I assumed to be Vanilla Smoothie, and then Candy Cane. So it was really this pink, sweet, girly, creamy candy cane scent. One that I will probably request in larger amounts next holiday season, although I don't think this is specifically a holiday scent. It is really good though. Oh, this one was just a sample from the Pharmacist's Daughter called Cotton Candy Rainbow. I think it was like rainbow sherbet and cotton candy. I can't remember what else was in it. I melted this in my daughter Brianna's room one night when her and my other daughters, I have 3 daughters, were having a little sleepover in her room because she has a twin bed, but then a trundle bed that comes out. And I do a lot of samples in her room because it fits in her melter just perfectly. This was so strong. So I put it in probably at like 5 or 6 p.m. The next morning when I went to go like wake her up and all that stuff, it was going strong. This was definitely like, it smelled like Skittles basically is what this smelled like. And they really enjoyed it too, having the room smell like that for that night. This is from the Pharmacist's Daughter. I think this is like a 2 tile pack in Herb Garden. And this is eucalyptus, thyme, rosemary, mint, and flannel sheets. One I want more of. A very strong mint and herbal like laundry blend. Another like unique take on laundry that was perfect for the bathroom. It threw all day, was super strong. I think I actually, did I repurchase? I might have repurchased this one already. But I definitely will repurchase that one in the future. I've spoken about this one before from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This was one of those mini loaves oh, no, not this blend. I'm sorry. I might have some of that blend in the future. This one is confectionery, but it was a mini loaf, but different scent. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Pink Sugar, Blue Cotton Candy, and Blueberry Muffin. So this smelled like a very sweet blueberry dessert, basically. Like it almost smelled like, what brought to my mind, almost like a blueberry muffin pancake with like maybe frosting or really sweet whipped cream or something on it. I ended up melting a lot of this like in the mornings. I'm becoming a little bit more of a blueberry liker, not lover. I like melting blueberry scents in the morning, but I would say my favorite are like coffee blueberry scents or blueberry scents with like a woodsy base, like Palo Santo or something. I love smelling that while I'm drinking my coffee in the morning. To kind of maybe pretend like I'm eating a blueberry muffin, even though I'm not. So this kind of did that for me. It was very strong. I did really like it. I'll possibly repurchase it in the future, but not like, there's other blueberry scents I like more than this. So, but I do really like that one. This was a loaf from L3 in Santa's on Keto. Her Santa's on keto. It's a house blend of vanilla ice cream, vanilla wafer, vanilla cookies, and brown sugar butter cookies. I really like Santa's on keto in blends. I did like it solo. I use this as a blender, but this is one that over the year or so that I had it, it really, really weakened by the time I melted the last few pieces of this. So I think if I get another amount of just plain Santa's on keto, it'll be a smaller amount than this, but I do like it. This is from Silky Soaps. This was sent to me from a waxy friend, Allison. What is her? Is it Allie Loves Wax or something like that on Instagram? She is in the UK and sent me this huge box of amazing stuff, not just wax. And I still feel like so not worthy of what she sent me. And she is such a sweetheart. I had never really melted silky handmade soaps and scents products before. She sent me this box. This was in Seaside Cotton. This brand, once again, I still need to make an order, but this vendor, the wax I have had has really, really impressed me because it throws so well. Hold on, you guys. I have to end this video because I think the school is calling me.